Hi guys, it's Christine. I wanted to come on and share a video. So this is a word that came to me just in my time with the Lord, and I wanted to come on and share this word about when people are trying to overwhelm you with a lot of well, actually I'm going to start with this first. I want to talk about undercover spiritual warfare. And what do I mean by undercover spiritual warfare? And this video is actually something that came to me this morning through a video that I was watching, and through Cassandra Mack Ministries. If you guys don't follow Cassandra Mack Ministries, you have to, must follow Cassandra Mack. She is an amazing woman of God, and she's what I call one of my life mentors, and definitely a fellow Christian woman in the faith that I really admire, and I really respect, and I look up to, and I have grown so much in my process through watching her teachings and her videos. And there was a video that she put out this morning, and it was just a video called Advanced Kingdom Concepts. And it got me thinking as I was watching this video that she was talking about spiritual discernment, and I was really inspired to make this video through that. And she was talking about basically how when you see the veneer, under the veneer of people, and you see through, when you're able to see through the veneer of people and the masks that they wear. And so it's interesting because I was inspired by that, but I was also very intrigued by it, and I had actually requested a topic about what I want to talk about now, which is going undercover in the spirit. Really, what I'm talking about is, like, to piggyback off of that video this morning, was, I believe one of the gifts that God has given me, actually I know one of the gifts God has given me is the spirit of discerning of spirits. And this is a gift that in many ways has actually been a blessing to me in a lot of ways, where I'm able to really cut through basically when the facade of people, the people that you meet, and the facade that they try to present to you, and how I'm able in the spirit, just through that gift of discerning of spirits, to be able to really see through past whatever people in my life have been, the persona that they've tried to project, or just represent. And I've been really good at reading right through people, and at times really feeling like I can read their mail. And basically I can meet somebody right off the bat, and within minutes I already can tell what this person is really like, despite the as I mentioned, despite the person that the persona they're trying to put forward. So one of the issues that I've had, and I'm still praying about, is, although I can see that there's been times where I don't feel like I have a good poker face, in the sense that I feel like people are able to pick up on that I'm picking up what I'm picking up on, and they know that I know. And that's, one of the things that I was thinking of, maybe titling this video, that they know that and really seeing past the false persona of people, and and really going undercover and spiritual warfare, and like kind of like if you would think of something like in our military, like special forces, how when special forces go into like SEAL Team 6, they'll go into a territory and you don't even see them coming. They just, by the time that they were there, they've already done their mission and they're gone. And so it really is being stealth-like in the spirit and going undercover in the spirit, to the point where, these people that know that because they know the Holy Spirit. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that just like we are able to discern the evil inside of people, people are able to discern the Holy Spirit inside of us. So they're able to see, just like we're able to see through them and their persona and their false perceptions of who they try to, represent, and the mask that people wear. I believe that they can see through us and the Holy Spirit and the Spirit that's within us. And that's why I was saying before, it's like, just like I feel like I can read their mail when I meet people, I also feel like people can read my mail, and they have that discernment too, because the Spirit knows the Spirit. And so, I was wanting to talk about and just praying about, God, really help me too, because I don't have a good poker face, and a lot of times it really causes me a lot of I want to say, like, it causes me to come off, to get off guard a little bit, because it's like when somebody knows that that they know that it feels very uncomfortable, and there's a lot of like paranoia and fear that can come with that. And really just a way to, really pray and ask God, to really, go undercover and stealth in such a way like the special forces go, where by the time the people realize and they're onto you that you've been there, your mission is already complete. The mission impossible that, you didn't think you were able to fulfill has already been completed. And I think that, that's something that I've been praying for. That's something that I've been going through and that I've been experiencing. And just in my prayer time with God, and just asking Him, to be able to really be cloaked, be cloaked in that garment of humility, where it's like, even though I know, to be able to, right now I have even a situation that I'm going through right now where I know this person is not to be trusted. I've seen the way that they move, and I've seen the way that they are, and I've been pretty much bitten by this poisonous snake and their venom before. So God is showing me how to even have interactions with this person where, I can even laugh with them, because I have to interact with them and I have to deal with them. I really do. There's no getting around it. But now, instead of feeling like, okay, I'm on to you, and letting them know, or acting accordingly like they know that I am on to them, now it's almost like God is teaching me how to treat them in a way where it's like somebody that I would not be suspicious of, and it's somebody that I would not be untrusting of, that I'm able to treat them like I do trust them, and there's nothing wrong, and there is no suspicion, and there is no paranoia. And even still knowing that I know that I've been bitten by this person before, and keeping that in the back of my mind and knowing that I'm not going to really put myself out there and be vulnerable to the point where I know that they can use my vulnerability against me. And this is a very, very difficult thing to do, because honestly, sometimes I can almost feel myself putting my guard down in such a way where I'm like, no, we're cool, we're everything's good, and we're like kind of laughing with each other. But I have to be careful, because it's easy to kind of let my guard down in that situation too. But I'm learning how to do that and still be vigilant and telling myself the truth. And man, that is like a very fine line to walk in the spirit and not to get tripped up, because I was really starting to let this person know, like, hey, I'm on to you. And this person was catching on to me being on to them, and they were calling it out. And actually, I was getting not in trouble. I wouldn't say I was getting in trouble for it, but I had to change my strategy. Because if I kept on letting on that, and I wasn't telling this person that I was on to them, it's just that they knew in the spirit that I was on to them. I can't explain it, guys. This is something like I've never really experienced before. If I have, I haven't experienced it to the full maturity that I'm experiencing it now. And this is really like high level spiritual warfare, and like special ops in the spirit of like being stealth and being undercover and being like a special forces in the spirit, because I've changed up my strategy, because the same level of discernment and the same level of, knowing this person in the spirit was the same level that this person was knowing me in the spirit. So it was like her evil met my good, and there was a showdown and a battle. And if I didn't change up my strategy, she would still be onto me, and maybe we even still are, but it changed up enough for me to like CYA, like cover my butt so that I won't be exposed. I don't know if this is making sense, guys. I know that it makes sense to me. All I can say is that I was really picking up that this person was picking up in the spirit that I was onto them and they were onto me. And it was really something else to behold. And I was really praying about it, and I really felt that I needed to switch the strategy up in order for there to be a more smooth transition in having to relate to this person, but still at the same time being not hyper vigilant, but being very guarded and not leading on to this person, and at the same time not leading this person on to know, but at the same time not letting my guard down to be bit by this person. So this is something that I wanted to come on and talk about. I don't know if I really have articulated it in the way that I've been experiencing it. I don't know if I've articulated it in the way that I feel like God is giving it to me. But this is just the beginning of knowing how this is kind of probably elementary, of me learning how to deal with another like higher level spiritual warfare and not, not letting my guard down, but also not letting the other person in the spirit know that I'm onto them. And I don't know how all that works, but I just know with this particular situation that this person was on to me in the same way that I was on to them in my Holy Spirit. And I needed to switch up my strategy and how I was dealing with them, because we were really clashing. And so I'm going to just leave it there for now, and I'm just going to continue to pray. If any of you have ever experienced this in any way, shape, or form, please, please, please let me know. I would love to hear your experience and your your strategy and what you did. And even if you have more that you would like to add, just leave it in the comment section. All right, guys, we'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.